Welcome back, students, for chapter 17 Economic Problems and Challenges, that is, poverty and unemployment. So, how the poverty is measured, that we have seen poverty in India completed. We have also seen what are the reasons of poverty. Now, very important question, strategy for poverty eradication. What are the steps taken by government to eradicate poverty? This question is little complicated. It is a long answer, but see, understand it. Strategy for poverty eradication. Here, till now, 11th year planning has been completed. And what happened? Here, the rural areas are neglected. Whatever planning is done by the government, the rural area has been neglected because more poor people live in rural area only. So the planning was defective. The planning made by the government was defective because see, 11th 5-year plan has been completed. Still the poverty has not been eradicated. So we can say that defective planning is responsible for the poverty. See, we can see in urban areas there are so much development is taking place. But in rural areas that much development is not there. Whereas we can see agriculture is done from rural area only, so which should be much developed rural area, but we can see that the urban areas are developed much than rural areas. So government has made a strategy that it has to do the development of village. So what is the name of the program? That is Gramoday se Bharat Uday. Gramoday se, yani village, from village only we can make the development of India. So what is the name of the program? Gramoday se Bharat Uday. So in first point you will say that the defective planning was responsible for poverty. So the government has taken a step, started a program that is known as the Gramoday se Bharat Uday. Now what happened? Central and state government has started making new plans for the removal of poverty. So here if rural development should be done, then which points have to be taken care? Agriculture should be developed first. Then cottage industry, which is located in rural area. Small scale industry. So the development was started in agricultural field, small scale industries and cottage industry. First point. After independence, much development was given for large-scale industries. From one side, they are doing the development for large-scale and heavy industry. Large-scale and heavy industries are raw material industries like iron industry, steel industry, aluminium industry, coal industry. They all are known as a large-scale industry. And they are telling a slogan, Garibi Hatao. So how the development will take place? So Green Revolution was started and land reforms were started so that the development can be made in the agriculture field. Green Revolution in the field of agriculture, and land reforms means many zamindari systems were removed. High rent on the land was removed. That is known as a land reforms. Now what happened? Because of this, what happened? The government thought that if Green Revolution will be done, then there will be development in agriculture. Production in agriculture will increase. Employment opportunity will increase and poverty can be reduced. On other hand, in industries what will happen? If big industries are developed, then the owners will get more profit. Then the owners will give more wages or salary to the labor. So poverty will be removed. But it was not like that. What happened? Green Revolution will benefit more land. Means Green Revolution was benefited to rich farmers and businessmen. They were also from the high class group. So they became rich and richer. Whereas the laborers and the villagers, poor farmers, they became poor because distribution of money was not done. The money was kept in their hands only. That's why there was an unequal distribution of income. So the first step was not successful in eradication of poverty. So to remove the disparity of income, the government started taxation policy. Now what is in taxation policy? High tax should be paid for luxurious commodity. Because of this, what happened? The luxurious commodities production will be stopped because they have to pay high tax. Similarly, fair price shops were started, that is public distribution system. We are saying that rice, wheat, dal, they all are obtained from the public distribution system, that is PDS or fair price shop. Now what will happen if PDS system is started? Then poor people will show their card, ration card, and they will get the money, they will get the goods at very less price. So the poverty will be reduced. Money will be not much wasted on food grains, as public distribution system will give money. Public distribution system will give grains at less price. So because of this, what was the second method? Unequal distribution of income should be removed. So that's why heavy tax was paid on the luxurious commodities, and public distribution system was started. In exam, you need not to write the full paragraph. You should just understand and write this point. It is not that we have to learn the whole thing and then you have to write full. You just take a conclusion from this particular paragraph, and then that point you have to write in the exam. Next, agriculture development was done. So government has started many programs like Land Ceiling Act. Means if surplus land is there, then it has to be given up, which was not a successful thing. Regulation of Tenancy Act, the rich poor farmers were given land. Security of cultivating rights, that every farmer can till or cultivate in his own land. So because of this, what happened? The income of the rich farmers will reduce because every poor farmer will have their own agricultural land, and the condition of the poor person will be improved. This was the next step taken by the government to remove the poverty. Next, along with the agriculture development, cattle rearing, dairy industry, pisciculture, that is fish farming, afforestation, they was also developed. Small scale industry, cottage industries, irrigation industry, in irrigation schemes, they all were started by the government, so that the area of rural will develop. Because in previous paragraph only we have seen that rural area was neglected. Because of that only government is giving importance on agriculture, small scale industry, cottage industry, irrigation system, cattle rearing, these all things are there. Next, even the structure of education was changed. Health is to be protected. Education, health, residence, employment, family planning, communication, they all were developed in the rural area. The farmers were given varieties of crop. Farmers were given bank loan so that they can easily obtain seeds, fertilizer, tractor. Even in villages only secondary and higher secondary schools were started. In village only the students who are getting good marks, they were given the scholarship. So total there was a development in the rural area. Girls education was given. Women's cottage industries were established so that the women can become independent. Self-employment can be done. So these all are, means in short what you are understanding, that to remove the poverty, rural area has to be developed. If rural area has to be developed, agriculture should be given importance. Next, irrigation facility, bank loan should be given, schools should be developed, hospitals should be there, education should be there, health should be there. These all, because of this, what will happen? Once the rural area will develop, then automatically the ratio of the poverty can be reduced. So many poverty alleviation programs to eradicate poverty, many of the programs are started by the government. Like it may be wage. Directly the question is, these are the questions. They ask directly, short note on Pradhan Mantri Krishi. So whatever the yojanas are there, that you are going to learn and you should know about it. Like first one is Pradhan Mantri Krishi. Krishi means agriculture. Sinchai. Sinchai means irrigation yojana. Now for example, if this question is asked, short note on Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. So in your mind it should be there that it is related with agriculture. So you can write that in order to increase the agriculture production this program was done. Now for agriculture what is required? Irrigation facility. So here the main thing is for development of irrigation. How irrigation will develop? Small size, big size dam should be constructed so that the farmers can get water. Simple answer. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana is for the development of agriculture, and in this yojana what is the main thing? Sinchai. Sinchai means irrigation. So for the purpose of irrigation, small dams and check dams and big dams large dams were constructed under this program. Next, Prime Minister Farm Safety Insurance Plan. Here safety insurance plan, you can see that the goods are destroyed by the heavy rain or no rain. Both the things are responsible for the destruction of food grains. So under this yojana, the farmer will be protected. He will get insurance so that if the goods are sold, he will get the compensation for the loss. Okay, like Shakti Mukt Krishi Bhav Panch. Even this thing is established to stabilize the prices. Many times the prices of the grains increases or decrease. This thing should not be happen. Stabilization of the prices should be there. For that purpose, Shakti Mukt Krishi Bhav Panch has been established. National Drinking Water Program. Now here, drinking water program. Here first related to water, that is every field should be provided water. Because of this what will happen? Dams will have to be made. Dams have to be renovated, revitalized. Canals should be done. Tanks should be constructed. Rainwater should be conserved. See, the points all are related with each other. National Drinking Water Program. Under this, every field should be get the water. Next, dams are constructed, canals are constructed, check dams are constructed, water are preserved, canals are made. Next, even the soil erosion can be stopped. Even the state government is giving finance at low rate of interest for the Kharif crop. Kharif crop, that is the crops which are grown during the rainy season. Even for purchasing fertilizers, government is providing the money. Next one, Inam scheme. Inam scheme means reward scheme. Here Inam scheme is also known as a reward scheme. Now what is done here? Bidding is done. BIDDING. Bidding means boli lagana. Here the goods which are of very high quality, these goods have to be listed, made the list online. Online list is made by the farmers. Then big traders, large traders, they start bidding on it, and whoever claimed the high price, he will get, farmer will get that money, that is reward. Under this, a bidding is done by the rich trader because the goods are of also very superior quality, and because of this, now what happened? The farmer need not to approach any mediator or agent that you sell the goods in the market. So your farmer is getting the full profit, that is known as Inam scheme. Next, from Gramoday to Bharat Uday. So here we can see the Gramin, that is a rural area is protected. How the rural area is protected? So first of all, here protection is given to the crops. Next, shelter is given to the cattle. Next, minerals, whatever the minerals regions are there in rural area, they are identified. Farming, for the purpose of farming, finance is given, water tank is constructed. Everything related with agriculture you can write. Irrigation is there, seeds are given, fertilizers are given, ponds are constructed, ponds are cleaned, tanks are made, they are repaired. That is a Gramoday to Bharat Uday. This scheme will come. These are the points to be included in it. Subsidy under the scheme One Bandhu Kalyan Yojana. One that is for Adivasis. So for Adivasi people, a training is given under the program Comprehensive Dairy Development Employment Scheme. Same thing is there, One Bandhu Kalyan Yojana, or we can say Comprehensive Dairy Development Employment Scheme. What is done here? Here the crops like creepers, which are the creepers, they are protected. Pavilions are made. Pavilions means the creepers need a support to grow. For example, bitter gourd. The creepers require support to grow. They are known as the climbers. So for that purpose, the pavilion has to be made so that these can be grown. Organic farming, grading and packing can be done. Even hostels are there for them. Ashrams are also there for the Adivasi. Next is encouragement to organic farming. Organic farming means the farmers who are not using the chemical fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides. It is known as an organic farmer. So such kind of organic farming should be encouraged, because today is a need. Because of chemical fertilizer, what happens? The health of the human being deteriorates. So organic farming, for the purpose of organic farming, farmers should be helped, like their products should be purchased, they should be given more training, they should be provided money. These are the certain schemes of organic. Next, Chief Minister Village Road Scheme. Chief Minister Village Road Scheme. This is the last topic. Further I am going to teach you in the next video. Chief Minister Village Road Scheme. What is this? For related to construction of road. So here panchayats are there. Village panchayats, they will be asked to see the year the development of the villages will take place. They will be helped. They will be given money for the construction of roads and highways, even the construction of toilets. Now because of this, what happened? The rural area will develop, plus employment opportunity will be created for the construction of roads, toilets, highways, etc. So these are the certain plans or yojana made by the government for the eradication or elevation of poverty.